What is up, guys? My name is Jared Fowler. You're watching Next Generation, and two quick notes before we get started. Number one, sorry for not uploading last week. It was, hold on, let me go check. It was Reenact a Movie Scene week, and I could not find a damn movie scene that I was like able to reenact that I thought that I could actually like do well. So apologies for not uploading last week. That's my reason. Second, it may look like I have everything under control, like I look good and I'm like living life, but like I'm actually being super lazy. My super awesome sweatpants. This week on Next Generation is Story Week, and for this week's story, it's not so much a story as it is like an explanation and a life lesson that I've learned over time. So sit back, relax, and I hope you learned something. So I've had this big thing with finding my friends, finding out who my real friends are, finding out who just my sort of like good acquaintances are. And in my experience, I have come to the conclusion that I need to define very good friends, like my best friends, and then put everyone else on the side. In my experience, a lot of my best friends have been females. Why females? Mostly because all of my best friends used to be my girlfriends, so all my best friends are also my ex-girlfriends. It's weird. I don't know why, but that's just how I work. For some reason with me, it is anytime I put effort into a relationship, into having a girlfriend and being a great boyfriend, and then it ends, I always come to the conclusion, it's just like, okay, I don't want to lose all the work, and I don't want it all to be in vain that I've put towards this relationship that I've built with someone. So if we can't be together in like a real like romantic relationship, then let's at least try to be friends. And usually that's on me. That's my decision. So I reach out to the girl and say, hey, I would love to be friends with you. If we can't work out a good relationship, then let's at least be friends. And I've done this with 4 girls. I'm gonna not say their names because I don't want them to get the satisfaction of their names being in a video, but I'm gonna say girl 1, girl 2, girl 3, girl 4. Okay. Girl 1 was my first girlfriend in high school. She was incredible, incredibly beautiful, and incredibly funny. We got along great, and it ended on a bad note on my side. I regret the decision to break up with her, but at the same time, now that I see who she's become, I'm sort of not. She's a great person, but I'm glad that I didn't have a relationship with her for too long. The relationship lasted 3 months, and we used to be best friends in high school. Around my junior and senior years when our friendship really flourished, and I helped her through a lot of like mental, psychological shit that she was going through, and she helped me with the same thing. So we had a good friendship going on because we gained something from it. Each of us helped each other out. Girl number 2 was, I think, my 3rd girlfriend in high school. She was way more psychologically fucked up. I honestly, like, I feel bad saying this, but at the same time, it's like everyone I've talked to about her, and like her situation, her mental disorders and stuff, it's just like, honestly, we know her and we know that it's almost all for attention. It may not be, but that's my assumption. No offense to her, but she brought it upon herself because of the way she acted. But she apparently had multiple personalities, incredibly deep depression, self-harm and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone has their own problems, but it was my job every single night until like 4 or 5 in the morning to just help her not do anything stupid, help her not self-harm, help her not feel sad. Every single night it was the same thing, and I'd always be on the phone with her. So that was a very toxic relationship, and I had to get out of it. She ended up breaking up with me, which was funny, but she tried to get back together with me. I didn't let that happen, and now she hates me. A few years later, right before I graduated high school, I tried to become friends with her like I would normally do because we had a good, like, we had something, and I didn't want that effort to go to waste. And I also don't like being hated, so I try to fix that too. And she resents the hell out of me for being nice to her and not being, you know, incredibly needy and douchey. So ended on the wrong foot, but that's not my fault. But I at least tried to be friends with her. Girl number 3 is currently one of my favorite people in the world. Like, she's helped me with a lot of psychological shit. I've helped her with a lot of psychological shit. And she was also my ex-girlfriend. If I haven't said that before, yeah, she was also my ex-girlfriend. She's an incredible person. She currently is helping me through like any stuff that I have to get through as far as like depression and school and family. And it's just like, if I ever need someone to talk to or someone to hang out with and just vent to, I know she's going to be there for me, and I'm also there for her. We had a college class together, and it was great. We had a great relationship. It ended on a bad note, but afterwards, for several years up until now, we've had a great friendship. Girl number 4, I had a relationship with her for like about a month. I had a relationship with her for about a month. I broke it off because it felt very forced and she resents me to this day. I tried to be friends with her, but she resents me to this day. And then I'm also just gonna add on top of this, my best friend Chris, you've probably seen him in a few videos. He's stuck with me ever since elementary school. I love this kid. He's not my ex-girlfriend, but I'll bring him up later, why he is important. So why am I talking about my 4 ex-girlfriends? I bring them up in the sense of relationships and being friends because I categorize them as like a certain level of friend. They're the good friends. They're the good friends that like to spend time with you. You have a lot of fun, you laugh, you don't really do anything other than have a good time with them. I classify those as maybe girl number 2, the one that's like sort of crazy, and girl number 4, the one that was forced. We had a good friendship-ish. I mean, girl number 4 I had a good friendship with afterwards. Girlfriend number 2 I had a good friendship with beforehand. They weren't the greatest of friends because they didn't stand the test of time. Girlfriend number 1, she and I were friends for a very long time. I consider her a great friend. She was there for me in my ups and my downs. We laughed, we cried, we had a great time together. And I would still love to be friends with her, but she kind of has, dropped me off the edge of the world, so we don't contact each other anymore. That's our situation. I consider her a great friend because of the ups and downs that we've had. We each offered each other something. We had something to gain from our relationship. It was a win-win scenario, and once that stopped, once we no longer gained anything from being friends, it ended completely. And that's what defines a great friend, one that'll be with you up through the ups and downs, but as soon as they stop gaining something from your relationship, they will no longer be friends with you. And then there's the 3rd option, your best friends. I'm talking the best friends in the world, the ones that will stand the test of time. How do you know that they will stand the test of time? Because they are with you through your ups, your downs, your lowest point in the world, and you know you're going to reach this point sooner or later, and you know that they're your best friends during this time because you tell them everything. You inform them about all of your deepest, darkest, worst things that are going on inside your life, inside your mind, that you're experiencing, everything. You know that you will only tell your best friends this deep stuff. And those are the ones that'll stand the test of time. They're with you through it all, and they help you through it all, no matter what. Alright, I messed up the numbers, but whichever girlfriend that I haven't talked about yet, she is incredible. She is my best friend to this day, and she's the only girlfriend that has stood the test of time as far as friendship after a relationship. And Chris, I'm getting back to him, he is my best friend because he's been there through thick and thin, through all of the bullshit, and he's stood the test of time because I've known him ever since elementary school. Now he lives on the other side of the planet and we're still best friends. We still talk, we still interact, and we still help each other out through stupid shit that we're going through. If there's anything to be gained from this, and I wrote this down just because I didn't want to forget it, if there's anything to be gained from my story of my interactions with girls and the stupid shit that I've gone through, it's this. This is the life lesson that I offer you. Good friends are there for the laughs. Great friends are there for the tears. True best friends are there for life. All of life, no matter what. So I know this video was sort of like heartfelt and deep-ish. Like, it's not as deep as like I could have gone, but it was still pretty deep and pretty emotional for me at least. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that you can take the information I've given you, sort of like rambled on about. I hope you can take that information and maybe apply it to your life. If I influenced someone today, that would make my heart just sing and soar and make me feel so good. But I want to hear back from you guys. If you have any experiences with friendships or stupid relationships or trying to be friends with your trying to be friends with your ex-girlfriends, then leave a comment below and talk to me about it, because I have a unique experience with girls and them becoming my best friends and me losing those best friends over the course of time. And if there's anyone currently having issues with this, I'd love to talk to you about it. So leave a comment down below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Next Generation. That's it for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all again next week with another new video. Peace.